Hello everybody and welcome to English 1000. I'm Kevin, I'll be your instructor for this semester. This is the home page. Right now you're watching the overview video and you are probably in the Getting Started module. And you are here, overview, video, objectives, and outcomes. So let's start there. So every module that I start, I'll have the objectives and the outcomes. Here are the objectives. This is what I want you to learn, and this is how I'm going to check to see if that you understood what you learned. Like for instance, Getting Started module, I'm introducing it. Here you'll take a Getting Started module quiz. So everything up here will be, I guess, checked or validated through the learning outcomes down here. So I suggest that you watch every overview video because it will help you a lot. It will help you get organized. And I can tell students who don't watch the videos because they will get lost. Alright, so Canvas components are here. If you're not used to or you haven't used Canvas before, you can go here. The introduction to the course is here. If you want to read that letter, everything that I'm going through now is actually in that course letter. How to contact me. The best way to contact me is using Pronto or email. That's in there. The syllabus is here. You can read all of this through here. All of this is information, and a lot of this you can find on the syllabus as well. If you need help, here's some videos and stuff that you can use. And then here's what, there are 3 quizzes. Again, these will validate or see that you're understanding the objectives that I put up for this first week. So the Getting Started module and the Week 1 module are in one, and they'll go from February 17th to February 22nd. I should have said that before, but I'm there now. Alright, so let's go down to the quizzes. Now, you'll have 3 quizzes, and they are usually due on the Sunday at the end of the weekly module. However, I'm giving you 2 weeks to complete these. Just in case students join the class late, they won't be marked late for this. And with quizzes, if it closes on March 1st, I will not reopen them. So let's take a look. Syllabus quiz, if you click here, I embed everything that you will need for your quizzes. So if you're taking a syllabus quiz, I'll put the syllabus here for you. This way you're not outreaching, looking, well, where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? And if I were you, I would click Take the Quiz. It's not timed. Look at the questions and then find the answers in the syllabus. Quizzes are really just to check for your information. They're very low stakes, meaning they don't really count a lot for your overall grade. And then you'll have 2 attempts to take this. I'll take the average score if you do it twice. If you take it twice, and again, it is due by March 1st, okay, 11:59, Sunday, March 1st, and I will not open any quizzes late, or Townsend Press, which we will go over in week 1, or week 2, excuse me. Alright, so here, take that quiz. I always give a little button here so you can go right back to the module that you are in. So the the readiness quiz here for online education. Take that, everything you need is embedded. The Getting Started orientation quiz. Open it again. Click open the questions, look at them, and then look through here for the answers. If you're not familiar with how to take a quiz in Canvas, I put the video here, and it'll link you to the Canvas resource page. Okay, here is a discussion board. This is your ticket into the course, and I'll go over that in a second. But if you have not done a discussion board in Canvas before, here, like I have with taking a quiz, I put help here for you if you need that. It'll take you to how to use a discussion. It gives you videos, etc. But you'll notice that there are 4. You won't see this. If you're in 21217, you will only see yours. However, I'm teaching 4 of the same section, so I put them all in one page. So if I send one announcement, it goes to all 4. And you won't see these students' names. You're not supposed to. It's kind of for like FERPA. But anyway, I kind of got off on a tangent. But if you click on here, what you're going to do by Wednesday night, this Wednesday night, February 18th, is you're going to introduce yourself in the discussion board. Here's some possible ideas, and then part 2, you're going to tell 2 truths and 1 lie. This is a good way to get the juices flowing. Again, this is due by Wednesday night, so when I wake up Thursday morning, if you have not completed this, I don't care if you've signed in, but if you have not completed this, you will be dropped from the course. I have a huge waiting list. So again, do that. And I want to show you what your, so here's your instructions, and here's an example of what I would have done. So hello everyone, my name is Kevin, blah, blah, blah. And so this is my intro about me, and then here are my 2 truths and my 1 lie. So my lie is I lived in Oaxaca. I didn't. I only studied there for a month. Intensive language, and I loved it actually. And that's part of the reason I'm here in the mountains of California, because I love the mountains of Oaxaca. All right, anyway, so here is the icebreaker sample. Yours should look like this, and again, it is due by Wednesday by 11:59 p.m., the 18th of February. Again, if I wake up on the 19th, which is the Thursday, I will drop you from the course. And let's take a look. I want to make sure I've gone over everything. Yes, so for the Getting Started Week 1 module, you have 3 quizzes to complete. Again, they're normally due at the end of the week. However, I'm giving these 2 weeks. And then the Getting Started, your icebreaker, this is letting me know that you want to be in the course. It has to be done by February 18th. Okay, that day. And then the next thing I wanted to jump over is I briefly told you that you could reach me through email and Pronto, which are the fastest ways to reach me. Pronto is usually, excuse me. So, and sometimes Pronto has not been giving me a update, or what do you call that? A notification if you've reached out to me. So if you use Pronto and I don't get back to you quickly, email me as well, because I'm usually have my phone with me and I'll answer you pretty quickly. So let's go over the textbooks right here. There are 2 textbooks, but they're free. You can come here, and I don't know why. I got to fix that. That should be a That should be a picture of the novel we're using. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. So there are 2 textbooks here. If you click on both of them, they are there. I do reference the textbooks, but I also make my own videos and teach it the way I wanted to teach. But if you can use this as a reference as well. Here is the PDF of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It is not accessible, so you may have to buy the book. However, if you're going to use this PDF, here's the MLA information. So when you're citing discussion boards, when you're citing your essays, this is the information you will use. So make sure you look over that, okay? So again, you don't have to buy anything unless you need the book, because the PDF is not accessible. Some people need a screen reader, etc. All right, let's get out of here. Access denied. Oh, because I'm in student view. Excuse me. Okay, that was weird. It took me to my winter class. But anyway, textbook novel information is here. If you have concerns for me, you can type your questions in here. However, I don't check this and I don't get notifications. Faster to email me or use Pronto. And then if you want to chit-chat with your students, you can use Pronto, obviously, or you can use the Student Lounge. Both of those are there for you to use. And again, email or use Pronto for me. All right, let's get out of here. I don't want to go to home. I want to go to modules. Textbooks there. Getting Started module. Again, everything you need is here. You have 3 quizzes due by March 1st. And the icebreaker, the activity, the ticket saying I'm going to stay in the course is due by Wednesday, February 18th. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Bye.